Welcome to the channel for the first time viewers. Welcome back from my existing subscribers. It's your boy 5stars, and today we're going to go over some tips and strategies for clutching as an attacker in Rainbow Six Siege. Thank you guys for 800 subscribers so far. I look forward to keep bringing you guys more content. If you have any feedback for me in the videos, or if you feel that I have any tips that I left out that maybe help you clutch as an attacker on Rainbow Six Siege, put it down in the comment section so that anybody that goes through and reads it can kind of see a different perspective and get some additional feedback through there. All right, let's get started. Now, I want to have 3 focal points on this video as to what you should be doing when you're in these situations. The first is that you got to play smart. The second is that you got to cover your approach so they can't make out where you're coming from and pretty much pre-aim your doorway. If you have 3 guns pointed at you, I mean, it's going to be rough. And the last piece is that you got to stay on the move, which kind of ties into the last one. All right, so first of all, if you're trying to go through let's say a 1v3, a more manageable situation is going to be a 1v2, so play for a pick. And what you want to do when you play for a pick is not kind of camp, but you want to stay near the objective and see where that roamer is that's kind of trying to collapse or set up a flank route for you and try to take that person out. Because usually you'll have somebody that's out there in the background, and when it's down to just one person, one of 2 things happen. They either rush outside or they start collapsing back into objective because obviously they don't need to be roaming anymore. So getting that extra person out of the way on their way back to set up a trap for you is one quick way to get the numbers back down into your favor. Once you get that number down to something manageable, then you want to start making your final push. So that's when you want to make sure that you drone out where you're going and be very decisive when you go to do this. As you can see here, we're in a 2v2 situation. Really, it's a 2v1 because my teammate just got completely wrecked when he came in the window. But in this situation, I used him as bait and I didn't push the objective directly, and I let me take out the cap can trap. And since the objective was contested already, I already knew and factored that he would not know that I went into the objective, so I crawled in specifically because my teammate's already in there and it's not going to say anything different. Versus if it was just me, it would say contested and he would know. And I was able to rush him because I knew he was laying down. Now here's an example of covering up your approach with a distraction. I blow a breach charge that I had previously set. So when I drop down, they're not even paying attention and I get 3 easy kills to clutch a 1v3 just like that. One quick thing to avoid is double peeking doorways and angles, because once you've peeked one time and made contact, or you saw the person and they saw you, a lot of times they're just going to pre-aim, and whoever has the faster reaction time on the trigger is going to win. But you're at a disadvantage because you have to find where they've moved to within an open area of a room versus them who just has to pre-aim a smaller doorway, and 9 times out of 10 it's going to be them that wins. So rotating is going to be the best bet in that type of situation. And a final reminder is that time is your friend, but mismanaged time is your enemy. This is a bad example, but quick backstory to this clip is I was actually doing something for my daughter and I came back and my entire team was dead. Was still able to come back and clutch up the round, but that was crazy. It was actually an ace, but I didn't get the first kill recorded. All right, so how time is your enemy? The way time is going to be your enemy is you have to think like a defender. Whenever the time is running lower, you start to tighten up and start looking for entry points into the objective. If it's secure, if it's bombed, then they look for people to start crossing because you have to plant, and they might be in hiding waiting to hear that plant go off. So time is your enemy because the less time you leave, the sharper that the enemy is going to be when it comes time to have that final gunfight. And you always want to catch people by surprise. So even if you do something like I showed you earlier, where you set a trap or a distraction, if you do it and there's not enough time for you to make your final move, then it's all for nothing, and they're still going to be ready for you when you get there. I hope this helps you guys out a little bit. It's kind of a short video. I might make a longer one or a different one. I'm definitely going to make one on how to clutch on defense. And if there's anything you guys want me to include, then go ahead and shoot me a message. You guys be easy.